In the last video, I got a few comments calling me out on how I said I was too lazy to finish decorating the upstairs, and so I instead came down here and built an entire brand new pizzeria, decorated the entire brand new pizzeria, and also textured a literal cave outside the brand new pizzeria. And so you know what? You're absolutely right. Thank you for calling me out on that. Ooh. Oh. Hi. How goes it? Good thing I can leave. I also got a lot of comments about this place not looking like it's really that worn down. Or at least it should look more worn down. And you're totally right. So, let me just... Oh god, I feel a sneeze coming. Whew. Oh man, what a sneeze. Also, look at that, everything's done. Haha. Yeah, so I've gone around and done all of pretty much everything that everyone was saying in the last episode of making this place look a lot more run down, and then soon I'll go up and show you guys what exactly I've decorated upstairs. Not everything is decorated upstairs, I'm just gonna let you know right now, I haven't done everything, but definitely made some progress. Yeah, so down here, it's been really just a lot of breaking up the roof a lot more, adding these cool little water drips, and this is just straight up just a bunch of water on top of the block, and it lets these water particles drip down and boink, and it's perfect. It's that perfect extra little bit of ambiance. I love it. And we've got these all over the place. There's some over there, and I've added the deep slate texture inside these because I want it to kind of feel like it's part of the cave system. You know, it's kind of just been buried inside here. We've also got all kinds of cobwebs and extra wires and stuff dangling real low, just to be able to give that extra bit of kind of wear and tear on the place. And I've also added the tables, which actually I added before that fun cut that I did, so haha, yeah, sorry. But yeah, I've added these as well, just because it feels like these should exist somewhere, and because I'm going to be making this into the sacrifice pit, didn't really feel like they should be down there, at least not yet. And speaking of the sacrifice pit, as you can see, I've made this a lot deeper. I'll probably make it even deeper still, but, you know, it's a progress, I think. Now, the more I decorate this place up, the more and more laggy it gets, but we have done a whole lot of decorating, and I'm actually first going to go up here to show, first of all, we've got the arts and crafts room, and I realized I never actually assigned an animatronic for in here, so we have Lefty with his assistant, number one crate, of course, the most artistic man of them all. But I really wanted to have Lefty as kind of the animatronic in here, because there's always like the kind of joke that, you know, left-handed people, they're not real, they can't draw, they can't do any of that, so now there's a left-handed bear in charge of the arts and crafts room. That's kind of fun, right? But I also kind of wanted to simulate the kind of canvases that kids can paint on. I'm gonna get the armor stands up here with the brushes that can sit on the tables here, or even just item frames. I could probably just use item frames and then turn them invisible, honestly. But yeah, have those up here and kind of just further simulate the paintbrush and paint canvas idea going on here. But of course, this place is also completely plastered in kids' drawings and stuff, and, you know, once again, further just solidifying that this place is the place to make drawings, so very fun. We also have Mr. Hippo's storytime area, and it's pretty simple, not a whole lot going on the walls, and that's mainly because I'm not entirely sure what to put on them, so I'll come back to that once I start to gather a better idea. But we've got some bookshelves for different stories for Mr. Hippo to read, and of course a bunch of chairs for kids to sit and listen to the man go on and on and on. We also have the dance room with Music Man, who is just cursed. Just cursed. Not a fan of him. But we've also got the stage lights and the speakers all around here, so that way we can have some decent lighting around the place, but also make it where, you know, if you're dancing in here, you're gonna hear the music no matter where you're at. And because it's such a small room, your head's probably going to explode. And finally, downstairs here, we have the Rockstar Row, pretty much all decorated. Now, I am super happy with how this hallway looks. It's very thematically pleasant. I really like it. I mean, each wall has its own character's stuff on it, right? So, you know, there's all the Chica stuff on this wall, all the Freddy stuff, all the Bonnie, and all of the Foxy stuff. And then the extra cutouts that are outside of their rooms, I feel like just helps really, like, encourage kids to come and see their characters that they like and stuff. And then inside their rooms, we have their mirrors and, you know, some fun benches and stuff for them to chill out on. And yeah, I mean, you can come in here, get a picture taken. I do have this kind of similar to the security breach one where Freddy has his kind of arcade cabinet in the corner. I haven't done that for the others yet. I just have benches and the mirrors and stuff in here. So eventually I will get to that as well, but kind of just not sure where to go with these just yet right now. So at the very least, we've got these going and I'm really happy with it. That's not good. Very carefully. Okay, I have really got to get a back door on this place. Yeah, that's just not good. Also, I never removed you. Give me that. But so far, that is all of the decorating that I have done upstairs and of course down below as well. And that took me a solid like 2.5 hours to even do any of that. So that was a lot more work than you think. We're gonna go ahead and do our employee of the episode, and this one's actually a very special one because our employee is OVDR themselves from the official development team of Management Wanted, and this is because they are adding me as a customer in the game. That's right, I'm gonna play a clip real quick that was from one of their recent dev streams, and honestly, just watch it. It's cool.
At a Kjwippy skin, I will. I actually will. Because he's the go. KJ Kjwippy? I say Kjwippy. His name's probably like, what's it like, Kjwippy. But I say Kjwippy for my sake. I hope he doesn't get mad at me. Always like, that stupid developer and his Kjwippy.
And so there we have it. I'm gonna be in the mod. That is so cool. Thank you so much, OVDR, for wanting to put me in the mod. I really appreciate it, and I am angry that you say my name like that. How dare you? Ugh, I can't believe you. Ovder. How does it feel, huh? Ovder. Nah, but for real, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's so cool to know that not only have you guys seen my stuff, but you think it's cool enough that you want me to be part of the mod. I really appreciate that. Oh, also a huge thanks to JD Bryant for also kind of giving me a bit of a shout out in the middle of my stream the other day. That was pretty cool. JD Bryant is one of the kind of collaborators with the mod and also is one of the leading people for the FNAF Blood and Gears stuff. So definitely go check that out too. But of course, what better way to commemorate this than to use my own head? Oh, I don't even need arms. I forgot he just wears it. But what better way to commemorate this than to be me? It's just me. It's just my lovely little skull. And there we go. That's kind of morbid, but yay. Oh, also, my elytra are pancakes now. If anybody on Bedrock has had the pancake, lovely. Sorry, I've been freaking out with my camera here. If anybody on Bedrock has had the pancake, it's now available on Java as well. So now you can use it. And the elytra, I never noticed, is just like a couple stacks of pancakes with syrup coming off the edge. That's actually so cool. I love that, and I'm going to be using this forever till the end of time. I love it. Let's do that and that. Perfect. That was awful. That was awful. Good God. Holy crap. I actually just, everything in my body just clenched. Oh my God. Oh. Oh man, that scared the crap out of me. What the heck? The one time they actually end up back there. That's crazy. Actually, wait, why was he even back there? This job is not safe for work. I don't even know how you do that. Well, so much for all that XP. So, I want to work a bit more on the pit here, and I think I want to kind of go based off of the security breach ending where we go find Burn Trap, and kind of make like a bit of a scaffolding all the way down to the bottom, or at least something like that. And then like at the bottom we can have even more of a pit. Some people suggested in my live stream the other day, which by the way, if you didn't catch that live stream, it is still up on the channel and I will be streaming again this coming Wednesday. But a lot of people suggested to make the like stained glass kind of trick with you know, having it where we are able to have this kind of fog effect going on. So maybe that's something I can do. Man, I'm not succeeding at placing these where I want them to be. Oh. And then we can have this kind of hollow out here into something else. Not entirely sure what, but something else. I thought that was diamonds for a second. And the path itself will end right here. So then we can get a bunch of railing, probably just using fences or something. I probably want to use like bamboo fences because that's about as close to like caution tape or something of the like. You know, it's a lot more industrial color. So I think that'll work pretty well. I just need to go get more bamboo. I have like no bamboo. Okay, I don't think that's horrible. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. But really what we're gonna need to do is start texturing the inside of this. And I'm thinking we have it kind of be a gradient from a like lighter gray down to a darker gray. So probably from the stone texture down to deep slate, maybe black stone. We'll see. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like it's missing an in-between though. Maybe basalt on its side, perhaps? Yeah, that definitely works a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going with that. Okay, definitely on the right track here, and I've even added a little rock in the middle just so we can have one of the tables that's kind of like landed down here, because why not? So now I guess it's just a matter of extending this further down and making room for the stained glass fog thingy. Then we just start making room for the rest of the dark blocks to fill up down here. And there is something oddly satisfying about using a haste beacon to do this kind of stuff. And I'm grateful that I have a haste beacon to do this kind of stuff, because if I didn't, I would be very, very bored all the time. I cannot imagine trying to do this build in an update that didn't have beacons. God, that would suck. Ooh, that transition is so good. Oh, I love that. All right, now it's just time to get all the stained glass. God, I wish you could put sand in a blast furnace. If I remember anything about doing this fog effect correctly, you gotta fill out the entire floor with glowstone. I'm gonna run out. Oh, come on. And then you cover it up with carpet. So that way it keeps the brightness, but still gives you the color you want. You want to alternate between a lighter shade and a darker shade of whatever color you want. So since I'm going with purples, we're probably doing magenta and then purple. But if you wanted to do like yellow, then you would alternate between yellow and orange or yellow and brown. If you're doing greens, you would alternate between lime and regular green, stuff like that. Just to give it that effective look. This totally isn't going to eat up all of my glass immediately. So we're basically just gonna try to continue it up to the rocks here, I think, or maybe like to the edge of these rocks. So that way, it's like they're kind of floating in this abyss. And we can hopefully pull that off decently well. I really hope so. Okay, nice. I didn't actually end up getting any slabs or anything on this, but I can get that in just a second here. In the meantime, how does this look? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks so good. Ooh, I like that. And this was actually, a few people were suggesting linking up the Benson and Benny animatronics to some kind of portal or something, and there were also suggestions to link the sacrifice pit to them as well. So I've kind of combined that here, and quite honestly, this looks so good. This looks so, so good. So I'm going to go get some slabs, pretty this up, get a table to put on there, and then some trash as well. And maybe I'll put one of the Benson or Benny guys stranded on that table, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. This is just awesome. Oh my god, I love how this has turned out. That, my friends, is the sacrifice pit, all done, dusted, and ready for us to continue on to the next stuff. But that will have to wait until next episode. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be streaming again this coming Wednesday, so make sure you tune in. We're going to be building some creative mode management wanted stuff. It's going to be a real good time. Oh, and also a huge thanks to everybody who donated in the last stream. That was super, super kind of you. I appreciate y'all. But just like always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you stay safe, and until the next video, farewell. Bye-bye!